Tonight's lecture is going to be about what makes a woman valuable to a man. All right? All right? So tonight's lecture is going to be what makes a woman valuable to a man. Now, before we could get around to talking about what makes a woman valuable to a man, we must first understand what a low value woman is. All right? So we're going to talk about the traits of a low value woman. All right? That way we could differentiate the two. Okay. One trait that low value women have is they seek lots of attention. All right? All low value women are going to wear the most makeup. They're going to wear the tightest clothes. They're going to make sure the hair is straight and long because longer hair makes women look better. And I did a video on women with long hair. The longer her hair is, the more spoiled she's going to be. All right? So keep in mind, the low value woman always needs attention. She's going to get it sexually, through her makeup, any means necessary. 2, she over reveals herself. All right? When I say overly reveals herself, she's the type of girl that you're going to know she's trying to come on to you because she keeps that type of game as she grow up. You're going to know her angle. You're going to know the way she moves, the way she acts, talks, and fluctuates that, oh, I can hit that. Oh, I could get her. You know what I'm saying? This is the type of woman that could take a picture with 50 guys because 50 guys want to date her. She can always get a boyfriend. It's because she always over reveals herself. She gives up her game, which makes the man feel superior. Once the man feels superior, it's part of her manipulation mechanism to drag you in. All right? That goes to number 3. She's easy to sleep with. You have to understand this. Low value women can also have jobs. Low value women can also have money. If she is easy to sleep with, she is automatically low value. I don't care what she looks like. I don't care what she work at. I don't care about anything. Don't let a woman tell you, I'm liberated. I can do what I want because men do it too. No, remember, women cannot sleep around like men can sleep around. So understand, if she's easy to sleep with, she's low value, all right? Next, low body language. This is one a lot of you guys don't get. Low body language. That's when she comes around you and her energy just seems dead. You ever seen a beautiful woman that sit up and just look stupid at her phone, or she walks around like she's better than everybody, but her weave is out of place? You know what I'm saying? Like, she's constantly doing these things and her body language looks unhealthy. It looks sloppy. She looks like she's always drunk or she's always high or something. That's something that a lot of guys need to understand. When a woman has confidence and she has a lot of value, she walks a certain way. She walks with respect. She talks with respect. You know what I'm saying? And her body language shows her confidence. When it comes to a low value woman, her body language says, I'm tired. She always looks like she's tired and antsy. She doesn't have a proper stance, all right? Next, control freaks, all right? This is why a lot of low-value women fall in love with guys that are doing lower than them. You'll always take a pretty low-value woman, she'll end up with a guy who just got out of rehab. You know what I'm saying? She'll end up with a guy that's down on his luck because she's a control freak. She knows all I have is my body. A low-value woman realizes that she's not going to marry a doctor. She's not going to marry a surgeon. She's not going to marry a businessman. She knows that when she faces the wall. But she could control a man that's doing worse than her. That's what makes her feel better. That's what makes her feel worthless, makes her feel like she's worth something. All right? When you have a low-value woman who's down and she feels ugly, the first thing she's going to do is date a guy that's down on his luck. All right? Because he's going to make her feel like he needs her. And that's what you're going to see. A lot of pretty girls down on their luck dating guys who are all the way down on their luck. All right? Next, she rejects her own vulnerability, which means that no matter what type of truth you give to her, she's going to ignore it. She'll never take good advice and actually use it. This is the type of girl, right? When some of you guys are dating her, you're constantly trying to train her the whole relationship. You're constantly trying to get her. It's years going by. You still trying to teach her how to be nice. You still trying to teach her how to keep from embarrassing you in front of everybody. But she continues to do it. Why? Because you allow her. You allow her not to face reality. And if a woman, there's more traits that make a woman low value. But these are just some top traits that I want you guys to pay attention to that symbolizes a woman being low value. Right? Big shout outs to Joey G 707. Big shout outs, bro. All right, let's go to the next slide. We're going to get started with hold on. What type of woman do we want? What makes a woman valuable to a man? Caring, and she wants to be a mom. Period. You know why I say that? The worst thing that you guys can do is find a girl that you're attracted to sexually, but she didn't want to become a mom. And she had your kid. She accidentally got pregnant because it worked in her favor. She get child support, she can get WIC, but she really didn't want a child with you. All right? That makes her low value. The moment she has a child with a guy that she did not want to have a child with, that makes her low value. But if a woman wants to have a child and she wants to be a mom, she's less likely to make those mistakes with the wrong person. You feel what I'm saying? Only a low value woman can make a mistake with the wrong person. When you have a valuable woman who realizes that I want to have a family, I want to be moral, I want to have kids, she wants to be a mom. Most women that have kids and they just take the anger out on the dad, it's because they did not want to have that child. When a woman wants to have a child, she makes sacrifices. She'll sacrifice, she'll cover up, she'll want to be looked at as a respectable person. So understand, the value with a woman is going to come from a woman who actually wants to be a mom. Because when she wants to be a mom, then she's going to walk through life making sure that she makes the right decisions. All right? Next. Submissive and complimenting to a man. All right? Now, what I have to say about this, every man does not deserve a submissive woman. Period. And the one that's going to compliment them, because not a lot of you guys are on your purpose. Period. A woman, if she's going to be submissive to a man, you have to be a man of value yourself. You have to be a man that has a plan where you want to go. All right? If she's going to compliment you, she's going to come in there and she's going to see your plan and she's going to be like, you know what? I'm going to make sure I got the food ready so he doesn't have to stress about food. I'm going to make sure the clothes in the house is clean so he ain't got to worry about doing that. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be the man that's waking up at 7 o'clock in the morning and you going home grinding, you going out there grinding, and you may not come home till 9 o'clock at night. You know what I'm saying? But you making enough money to take care of this submissive woman. But when you come home, the house is clean, the kids are in the bed waiting for you, and your big piece of chicken is sitting inside the refrigerator. Period. You got to also be on your grind. You have to be able to tell your woman, I'm going this way. I'm going this direction in my life. She has to be able to see that, submit to it, and say, you know what? I'm going to get behind you and help you build. That holds way more value in a woman than one that's working 60 hours a week. Like, let's be honest. The more hours that a woman works, the more angrier she is, the more cigarettes she's going to smoke, the more of a drinker she's going to be, and then she's going to be the loudest one at the party because she's happy she ain't got to work that day. No man wants to compete with his woman. All right? But a lot of you guys, you have to be that guy that's out there grinding, to get to the top. So you got a woman that's going to feel proud to submit to you and compliment everything you're doing so y'all can grow together. The only downfall is you got to first get on your grind And then that number, that small percentage of women, she may take some time, but you got to keep grinding. You got to keep grinding. So a submissive and complimenting to the man, which means that if you and her get together and your life feels good, you feel happy, and you feel like the vibe is good, that's what you need. A woman that you say, you know what, all right, I don't have to fight with her. Now I can put all my energy into getting it. Because let me tell you something. When you want to get it, you got to block out the rest of the world. You have to block out one. I was talking to one of my young dudes today, right? And he was telling me, like, Aunt, what do people mean when they say go hang out with successful people and then you'll start thinking successful? I told him, it just sounds good. Because your average person can't call up their rich friend and say, hey, can I come hang out with you? Nor is the average person that is successful gonna let you hang out with them. And the reason for that is because successful people block out the rest of the world and go in. So the only people that get close to successful people are the ones that work for them or the ones that doing business with. So I told him, if you want to start hanging out with successful people to get some motivation, you gotta wait till you become successful. That's the only way it works. It don't work no other way. So you gotta block out the world and just go, because every successful person is doing that. They're blocking out everything else and they're going in. All right, when a woman comes into your life, the only way that it's gonna work for you is if she's submissive. That's the only way. Because you can't stop and start worrying about what other people are doing. She has to be able to see, like, that man's focused. I'm not going to call him at this time. I know he's probably having a bad day. I'm just going to make sure this is taken care of. I'm going to make sure that's taken care of. But you got to understand this. You only deserve a woman like that is if you're already grinding. That's the truth. I got to say it. I have to put it out there. I tell guys all the time, and 2020 is the year for you guys to discover what you want to do with your life and where you want to be with your life. Because right now, the world just reset. Life is open. Figure it out and dedicate yourself to it and just go. There's going to be more than enough women to choose from once you just go. And submissive and complimenting you in a relationship is what you need to be looking for. But first, submissive. All right? If she don't submit to you, walk away from her. I'm being honest. It's only going to work if she submits to you. All right? Let's go to what else makes a woman valuable. Next, attractive, not sexy. All right? I'm going to say it again. Attractive, not sexy. You see this girl right here? The little Chinese girl? That's what we want. Someone wholesome. You know what I'm saying? Someone that's pretty. A pretty girl is more valuable to a man than a sexy woman at all. You need to understand that. Your wife is your woman that's going to build something with you, should not be walking outside the house and other guys are fantasizing about her, but you just happy you got the girl that all the guys are fantasizing about. You can't do that because you're setting yourself up to be miserable, all right? You want to be able to walk outside your house and people look at your wife and be like, she's cute but boring. That's what I want. I want guys to look at my woman and be like, she's cute but boring. I don't want them to look at my wife and be like, damn, she got a fat booty. I can't wait till I see her when she ain't with him. I'm going to try to upstage him. That's all you're asking for. You're asking to get upstage when you walk outside your house and a woman's looking like a thotty. When you walk in public showing her off and you like, yeah, I'm making all the guys jealous. No, you not. All you doing is inviting them into your life to compete with you. You know why she's doing that? Because you ain't made her part of your plan. You gave her a buyout. You started buying her soul. So what she did, she take your money and look even sexier to try to find somebody else to buy out her soul again. This is why, like, these rappers, these athletes, they pass these thotties from a girl, from guy to guy to guy to guy to guy. They just keep passing around the same thotty, getting in relationships with them because they think that they have a star. You don't have a star. You're shopping her for other guys. A valuable woman is going to be a woman who is attractive but not sexy. You want the plain, simple Jane woman that when she takes her clothes off, when it's just you and her, it's worth more because you haven't been walking around looking at it all day. Some of you guys that's walking around and you like the way your woman look in the house, you like the way her booty do, and then when y'all go in public, she got on those pants only you like. But now y'all at the grocery store and she got on the pants only you like. That's what a lot of you guys are doing. You dating a woman that's shopping herself to everybody, but you think you doing better than everybody because she on your arm. Nah, it don't work like that. Her soul's for sale. All right? And what you're doing is you just got her on display to say, hey, who's going to take her off of me? All right? So attractiveness in a relationship is worth more than her being sexy. All right? Let's get to some of these super chats. DJ Jones, big shout outs, bro. Who else we got? Carmen Boat, big shout outs. Vlad, big shout outs, bro. Appreciate you, brother. Taught me a lot. Big shout outs. All right. Took care of those. Let's get to the next slide on what makes a woman valuable in the relationship. Traditional. This is a big one. This is a big one. You need a woman who wants to be traditional. If a woman is not traditional, then she's not going to know how to have any morals. All right? There's only morality in traditional women. I know it's hard to find. And a lot of these women nowadays that are traditional, that are being raised by their mom, some of them can be kind of boring at times. But when a woman is only valuable to a man when she's traditional and she has morals. If she's not traditional and she doesn't have morals, she's only going to bring you down. You have to understand that you guys are chasing wild animals out here. That's the problem. Men are getting in relationships with wild animals trying to break them, but the mental dysfunction, it is too much for most of you guys to handle. Most of you guys cannot handle the brain power of these succubus. These are straight succubus. Traditional, I can't even remember the last time I seen a traditional woman. I may have, but some of my girls may be the only traditional woman in the world, but even I got to question that sometimes. But you want a traditional woman. If she's not traditional, she's worthless to you. I'm going to explain to you why. Because a woman needs to know where her boundaries are. Only traditional women know where their boundaries are, because that's why they'll tell you, I'm traditional girl. I know what my boundaries are. I'm going to let you be a man and I'm going to be a woman. Without woman who has traditional values, it's not going to work. That is one of the biggest values that a woman needs to have. Now, as I go, y'all notice I haven't said money. I haven't said titties. I haven't said booties. I haven't said none of that. I ain't said none of that. I ain't say educated. I ain't said none of that. You know why? Because most of these women are going to college to work a job to get a man that work more than them just so they can quit. Every girl's on the hunt to find a man that's doing better than her so she can quit her job. So I don't count a woman who has a job as being valuable. If anything, you're less valuable because you ain't doing the shit that a mom's supposed to be doing. You need to be somewhere with a man who's on top of his shit. And men, you got to stay on top of your shit too. Like, let's get to it. What's next? All right, this is a good one. Fit, not fat and lazy. All right? And the reason why I say that is, you don't want a woman who looks like a bodybuilder. You don't. You don't want the girl that's in the gym working out 24/7, getting up, running 4 miles. A lot of these girls got mental problems from working out. Majority of the girls that's in the gym working out like a man has some type of psychological issue going on. You don't want your woman to be, you want her to just be fit. That fat and lazy shit is a problem now. This is what a lot of women are doing. They're becoming fat, and then they got these clothes that try to squeeze it in that make them feel like they thin, right? But now we're in an epidemic where all these women are just straight out fat. They don't put the weight on. They don't put the weight on too much. Now they're not attractive to their man. When your woman is not attractive to you, when your woman is not attractive to you, it's going to be a bad relationship. But you as a man, if you on top of your game as well, then you're okay. Then you'll be able to have her say, hey, listen, we eating like this. We eating like that. You can't be eating McDonald's and Burger King and getting mad because she putting on weight. You got to be able to train her. But if she's traditional and if she's submissive, then she's going to look like what you want her to look like. All right?